Hey folks, look who we have here, Mr. Paul Saperstein. Yay! Hey, Paul was just in my office. I said, Paul, come on, we're going to shoot a real quick video here. I don't know if you see me because this is down and dirty, you know. Anyway, the story is very quickly. I was a consultant in the company, the Kai's company. Paul was an agent there, 2000. Right?
Yep.
And I was ready to run and go open up my own company and office. And Paul was just getting started and thought maybe I could help him. And lo and behold, he joins my company in 2000, and you tell the story from there.
Yeah, so I worked with Fred for about 5 years. He was my mentor. From the ground up. Started as a buyer's agent. We were doing internet leads before anybody was. Built the business up from one deal a month to now we're probably at close to 20 deals a month. Just as a solo agent, practicing what he told me: consistency. Marketing, branding, don't give up, just keep pushing forward. So it's been great.
In your first year, I think that's what it was, 12, 13, 14 sales, right?
Yeah, I had one big sale. I got lucky the first year to kind of keep me in the business.
Yeah.
And then, just a bunch of little ones just keep adding up.
Yep, and then after, of course, I think you got up to, 30 deals maybe a year?
About 3 a month, 3 to 4 a month.
And that's when the splits kept getting higher and higher, of course, and well-deserved. And I said, Paul, it's time to spread your wings, no doubt. And I love Remax. I think it's a great organization, great concept. And that's where you run your own business, and that's where Paul was, and it arrived.
Yeah.
So he went to Remax. And how long were you there?
I was there 14 years.
14
almost
years.
15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And there's something about you I see tied into the Wall Street Journal. What's that all about?
Well, each year they rank the top 1,000 agents in the country based on either sales volume or units sold. And the last 2 years consecutive, I've ranked in the Wall Street Journal. This past year was number 67.
Number 67 in the entire country.
Yep.
200 deals?
193 to be exact.
This past year, 193.
Yeah.
You've broken 200 though.
Yeah, right around there.
Now, when you left, you went to Remax. You kind of hit a plateau, right? You were just like hit the 50 mark a year?
Yeah, it was more income. It was 250,000. It was about 10 million a year. And that was all buyer sides. I really had to convert to the listing side to get to the next level,
right.
Which takes more confidence, more hard work, more time, dedication, and when you put your mind to it, you just do it.
And then when you, unless don't let me put words in your mouth. I remember you telling a story one time. I was riding down the street or something. I realized that Fred said you got to keep track of your database. You got to keep track of your people. I got to get the lid off of this thing.
Yeah.
You were capped.
So for the first 15 years, I never kept a database. I just was kind of run the business on a whim. You can get lucky and be good, but in order to be great, you gotta have systems, and that's really what I put into place when I became a listing agent, where everything is tracked, every call that comes in, every phone number, every name, every email address, and they get touched multiple times, and that's how you basically scale the business.
Yep. All right, and man, fast forward to 2000. By the way, I want to tell you, this is my last day at EXP. My last day of my first year.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Tomorrow's
nice.
1 year.
I just had mine the other day.
Yeah. So anyway, fast forward. I had a nephew that got recruited to EXP, and he kept bugging me, and I wouldn't listen. One day I get a phone call. I said, "Guess who joined my team?" And of course he tempted Paul Saperstein. He says, "Hey Paul, if you come aboard, I'm going to make sure Fred, my uncle, comes under you." But anyway, I get a call. He said, "Guess who joined my team?" I said, "Who?" He said, "Paul Saperstein." I said, BS. Why would he leave Remax doing 200 deals a year? He's on a 95% split. And I said, nah. And he said, yes, it was true. So I said, all right, Tony, I'll listen. Send me the video. And I got halfway through it, and that's when I boarded a plane to go see Glenn Sanford in New Orleans at the National Kennedy. That was next week. I said, I'm in, man, when I saw half of that video. Yeah. So anyway, now Paul gets paid by me. So you get all this money back. You pay me the first 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah,
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, so it's been a lot of fun. 1 year tomorrow. And how many people do you have in your organization? First and
26 people in the first line and 170 total. So.
Now, here you go. This is what's interesting. And Ricky Caruth, I'm coming after you. Watch out. Here you go. Why would Paul Savage leave Remax? It wasn't because EXP systems are better. It's not because of EXP this, EXP that, but it was about changing an entire paradigm where you're an agent, you're a top agent, you're out there making money, doing your thing, but you had an opportunity to keep doing that, plus add on that to be a brokerage owner, basically.
Correct. You got to leverage, for years I felt Remax was leveraging my name where I wasn't being able to monetize it. And when I saw this opportunity, it was a no-brainer.
And basically, you now are a broker, but you're not babysitting
without liability.
Yeah. Well, liability.
Yeah.
60 hours of training. You're not. When's the last sales meeting you had? Not. They have 60 hours of training, right?
Right. Well, we do them for our group online, but
yeah. But I'm saying you don't have to try to pull everybody together.
Correct.
It's right in the world.
Yeah.
You call your group together and everyone, because I'm part of those. I listen to it. Yeah. Fantastic. And so now you're an owner of a company that's 100. How many?
170.
170 people.
Yeah.
It's nice to get a check every month in the mail. 23rd of every month.
Yep.
Right.
It's funny, it's kind of ironic. 1 year later, the checks that I'm getting in the direct deposited were the same that I was paying out to Remax every month.
Right.
It's almost a polar opposite.
Now, and people say, why would you go from a 95% split to an 80% split, and you've got a cap every year? It's over and over and over again. But what I was told, and my nephew Tony DeFalco may have misrepresented, I was told that you saved $65,000 the day you stepped out the door, not including rev share and all that other stuff. That in fees,
Correct.
because you knew you were going to cap, you knew you would be on 100%.
And I'd be an Icon agent.
And you'd be an Icon agent.
So it was about $65,000 if nothing else changed.
Right. Yeah. If nothing, if it was just a real estate company, normal split, 80-20, cap at 16, and then you get that stock back. Was it including the stock back, the 16,000 back, or no?
Well, it was getting your cap back, so
Right.
I paid $65,000 of Remax fees the year before.
Right.
So it's just simple math.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, look, if anybody that knows me, Remax is one of my favorite go-to. Number one. Number two is Keller Williams. Phenomenal companies. EXP wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Keller Williams. 1990, I think you know the story. Gary, I got a call from some woman saying, "Do you know Gary Keller?" I said, "No, who's that?" And he came and visited me personally, tried to recruit me. I patted him on the back. I said, "Good luck with that plan, Gary." That was 1990. Hindsight, I was so busy, running a company, and I thought I was a big shot as executive vice president. I patted him on the back. Good luck with that plan now. And that company I stayed, quote, loyal to. They were supposed to sell me the company 6 years later. They sold it to Coldwell Banker instead. And I was running it. I built it. And in hindsight, what would have happened had I gone with Gary, in 1990? So we need to be just open to things. I don't tell anybody, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. It's not the best thing since sliced bread. It's just different.
Correct.
It's a totally different game. Yeah. You are not just a real estate agent. And nobody's going to make any money in EXP if no one sells. You became a owner. Not only did you become an owner, you have local people. How many states are you in?
About 14 states in the first year.
14 states.
Yeah.
Folks, that's the difference here, is that we don't have a franchise system where the owners are running it. We don't have recruiters. We don't have that. We all are, and that's why that graph in 10 years, we grew so much greater than Keller Williams and Remax together, is because and Glenn started out with the first 25 people, and he said, okay, we all are the company, and we won't have any franchise system, don't need it. I opened a nice, beautiful office here, 1,900 square feet, no franchise fee, no licensing fee. It's just, what a system. Buddy, it's been a pleasure. It is my last day, and things are going to be different tomorrow. Watch out.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, yep. So anyway, and I think I have 37 that are part of your 100 and something. It's been absolutely a ball, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. And enjoy those checks, because I sure got a lot from him the first 4 or 5 years. I love it.
You got it. Thanks, Fred.
All right, folks. Thanks. Bye-bye.